All right, here we go. So we're going to design on CADSTD. When you open a new file, it's going to give you this little box like this. You'll hit next, and we're just going to do a blank drawing. So we'll say finish, and this is what it looks like. Now it's set to a 1/2 inch grid, which means every one of these little points is going to be 1/2 inch from one another. If we wanted to change the grid, we could come over here to set grid, and we could change that, but I think a 1/2 inch will work well for what we're doing, so no reason. Also the 0, 0 point is going to be down here on the bottom left. If we wanted to offset that to change the actual coordinates of that, where the origin is, we could, but we're not going to do either of those. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. You've got 3 different arcs here, and the way that, well, these are all your features for sketching. The way these work is it always goes green, yellow, red. Those are 3 different points. For example, this is what's called a 3-point arc. When you create an arc, you first click where you want it to start, you click where you want it to end, and then you pull out to where you want the arc to be. Now you can do that different ways, and you see that the color combinations are all different. We're going to start with a circle. And we are on snap to grid for this assignment. So it's jumping right onto the grid points, which is convenient, but it's not always desirable. So we'll change that. So we've got a circle. And let's go ahead and we'll put an eye on here using an oval. So I want it to come up to there and over to there. There's one of my eyes. And let's say I do another eye using ellipse again. Maybe I'll only come up to there and I'll go like that. Yeah, I got kind of a weird looking guy right here, but that's all right. We'll fix him later. And maybe I'll use that 3-point arc. And I'm going to give Mr. Weird Guy a face. We'll go like that. It's a line, even though I said I was doing an arc. And what if we make him sad? Let's make him sad. Okay, so he's kind of a weird guy, and he's kind of sad, and he doesn't have a nose. So we might decide, oh, you know what, we actually want to change something here. Maybe I want to flip something over, maybe I want to mirror it over the y-axis. So I'm going to click on here, I'm going to say, let's mirror this, and then I'm going to right click, and I'm going to click on this axis, copy while mirroring. I don't want to copy because I want that top one to go away, so I'm going to say no. And he just flipped it around. Had I said yes to the copy, it would have left the original arc and the lower arc. So now my guy, at least he's happy. Still doesn't have a nose, and his mouth is kind of too high, and his eyes are all weird. So those are all things I want to fix. So I might go to move right here, and I might highlight all the mouth, and then I might right click and say I want to move it down like maybe 2 dots. So I can click anywhere, and I need a reference. I'm going to say it's going to go down 2. So I started right there. If I come down 2 and click, it just shifted the mouth down 2 full points, which is 1 inch. Okay. Now I might say, you know what? I don't like this eye. I like this eye. I want 2 of them. So I'm going to go to delete. Oh, and I deleted my mouth. So let's go to edit. Let's see if we can undo that. Control Z. All right. Control Z doesn't seem to work on here, so we're just going to real quick go ahead and draw a nice little smiley face back on here for our guy. There he is. He's really happy. Okay. Now you always have to right click. Right clicking ends a feature, and that's basically what I did. So now where I went wrong. So I'm going to go to delete, and let's select this eye and say delete. I right clicked, and that caused it to delete. Okay. Now I want another one of these, so I'm going to come over here. This is called copy. And I'm going to copy this eye. And now I'm going to right click, and it's going to say where do I want it. I'm going to say, well, let's start here and let's move it over to, I think, right here. And it's saying right there, and I right click, and there it is. Now I can give him a little nose. Maybe I'll go to line. Here's polyline, where you have lots of lines. And so I'm going to say his nose is going to look something like that, and then I'll right click when I want to be done, and now my guy's looking really happy. So that's good. A couple other things we can do here. If you want to modify a shape, you can click on what's called change entity, and when you click on an edge, like a face right here, what it's going to do, it's going to break it up, and it's going to give me points in the middle that I can then modify. So maybe I want to make his nose a little more unique. So I'll click on there also and bring it over, and Not sure that that's working quite how I want it to. So I'm going to take that point. Maybe we'll move it out to there and out to there, and we'll right click and we'll say now he's got a nice little home plate for a nose, a little pentagon. All right. So there's the smiley face. If you got something like that, then you did it correct. Now your assignment is to spruce it up a little bit. Maybe give him some hair, maybe add on some ears or a little goatee or something, or eyelashes. So see what you can do, customize your smiley face, and then go ahead and submit it.